I woke up this morning and I read the ranting of the governor of Mr. Memorandum of Understanding, Obaseki. As the governor of Edo State, who believes in Memorandum of Understanding. Governance is about feeling and touching. Governance is not about Memorandum of Understanding. Let me clearly say, and I'm saying it boldly, without any apologies to anybody, one of the basic problems in this country is leadership. One of the basic problems in this country is people who cannot stand firm and say, this is white, this is black, at all times. One of our leaders, Obaseki, while we are coming, said, please, Mr. Governor, don't reply. I said, I'm a politician, I will reply. I will reply. And I hereby reply. If you watch and if you ask anybody, if you go and check the DNA of Godwin Obaseki, what you see in that DNA is betrayal, serial betrayal, and ungratefulness. The DNA of Obaseki is what? Betrayal, serial betrayal, and ungratefulness. Let me stand today to apologize to Adam Soshimode, who has been vindicated by telling us that we will see the true color, we will see the insincerity, we will see the ungratefulness of Governor Obaseki. So let me apologize to Adam Soshimode and to say you have been vindicated. You're right. We were wrong. I've never seen people who are so ungrateful in life. I've never seen people who can betray everything in life, never speak the truth. I will never betray any man. Because in my DNA, what is in my DNA is sincerity, consistency, and teamwork. He said that I threatened PDP if the convention was not brought to Port Harcourt. To tell you the betrayal nature, he was in APC, not knowing that he wanted to come over to PDP. I have never, and I want to put the record straight. PDP agreed that the National Convention should hold in Port Harcourt. And I came home and I called all those who own hotels, go and renovate their hotels, spend money. Over 6,000 people will enter Port Harcourt and they will sleep in the hotel. And therefore, you must keep your hotel in order. And they spent their money. Some presidential aspirants then went back to say, look, we will not go to Port Harcourt. And as a lover of this state, as a lover of this party, I said, no, you cannot make people to spend money. And then, overnight, you say you won't come again. No, that is not done. If you do that, of course, not only the state will take action by suing you, and those business owners will also sue. But assuming they're not conceding, I threaten the party. I have invested in the party. River State has invested in the party. Assuming they're not conceding, we have voted for PDP since 1999 till now. Ask Governor Obaseki, has he done anything for PDP? Has he voted for PDP? The only election he voted was his own election when we gave him umbrella. So who has more stake in PDP? I have more stake. Because I have supported PDP always. You have never supported PDP. Rather, it was when your godfather chased you away and you came begging, kneeling down. People came with pressure and we allowed you. Ordinarily, you're a tenant. Ordinarily. Now, I already said, Nigerian leadership, not bullies. No problem about that. You came to beg a bully for you to have a ticket. A bully was a DG campaign, and the bully bullied you into a government house. You came to beg a bully. A bully was a DG campaign. A bully bullied you into a government house. What a shame. It did not only end that you came back with your wife to thank the bully. That after God, the bully made it possible for you to be there. People say it's politics. It is only politics that exposes human beings know their character. Without politics, you wouldn't know who is who. Without politics, you wouldn't know. That's why Peter Lee says, Dr. Peter Lee says, if you don't give a man power and money, you don't know whom that man is. Until the man gets that power and money, you don't know whom he is. He said, I threatened PDP because of Ndudi Elimelu. He was not in our party. But let me say clearly here, to everybody who understands, I cannot betray people. PDP, we sat and agreed whom to be supported as the Senate President and the Speaker. I challenge anybody. We stood by it. Most of them disappointed or didn't, went at the back and sabotaged the party. Today we are suffering it. PDP wrote to the National Assembly, in particular, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, nominating the leader, or the minority leader of the House. The Speaker, by the connivance of some PDP people, announced Ndudi Elimelu as the leader of PDP. That is sabotage. APC nominating leader for us in the House. And I said, no, that is not correct. We can't accept this. And I said, the party must do something. This is what we call impunity and rascality. For a whole party to send the name of a nominee as a minority leader, APC said, no, we don't want that. We want somebody. And what that person is one of those that betrayed whatever we agreed with the party as per where they will vote. It's unfortunate that Obaseki has now exposed them. He said, Ayode left. What's my business? What's my business? And now he has gone there. What is the hope? The party is neither here nor there. And so, it is unfortunate for people. You know, Satan has agents. Satan has agents. Most of the people you see are agents of Satan. And I'm not in the class of Obaseki. Never. We're not the same. We can't be the same. I was the DJ of the campaign. I went there for 3 days. I stayed there without having my bath. 3 days. I went with Obaseki. I went with us. We brought even the drinks that I had to drink there. It was Lucky Benedon who was feeding us. I've never seen somebody like that in my life. A serial betrayer. Why can people not look back and know where they are coming from? What is the problem in Edo State? And people may not know. I will always stand by the truth and nothing but the truth. I will never stand and support injustice. If everybody wants to support injustice, I will not support injustice. I will not support impunity. A man came when he was disqualified for certain irregularities, certificates and this and that by his godfather, Oshumure. The whole world, people were calling, help. He never allowed the bully to sleep he was coming to the bully. Bully, please help me. Bully, please help me. Let me have ticket. Haba. He came with governors. And let me tell you, Obaseki, I know your cohorts. I will smoke all of you out. Go and ask people. This is not the Benin artifact where you are challenging the Oba, which you lost woefully. This is politics. Obaseki, I have more stake in PDP than you. I have fought for this party. Mention one thing you have done for PDP. One. All the elections we have run, no contribution. If you ask him, he said he didn't know. The only thing he knows is about his own interest. A party have done congresses, brought party structure. You came. And we told the party structure to support you. And they supported you. The zonal chairman was campaign manager, Chief Danobe. Under the COVID, COVID affected him. And we have to take him out. You remember the song sang by Danobe? People should not be ungrateful in life. People should not be, people saying you are betrayed. Sometimes you hold yourself. Say, look, this is people are saying, I think it's not the best for me. Let one person mention that I'm a betrayer. Let one person say, I'm not supportive of this party. So how can a tenant come and tell me he was interest? Which is you are meeting with APC every day. Watch Channel TV, where Fayose said, look, Obaseki will win this election because of the support. However, he knows that Obaseki will not stay in PDP. Watch the channel, listen. Bring it back. You say, Fayose talking. I don't need, if I'm contesting for president, with due respect, I'm qualified, very qualified, if not more than qualified. I challenge Obaseki and his cohorts, some of the presidential aspirants who are using him to talk, whatever, they should come out openly. If I decide to run tomorrow, I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody, including the so-called Obaseki. What you will see, you will say, look, he never knew this is how politics is. So don't be worried about whether I want to run presidential election. If I want to run, if you can't give me permission, I gave you the seat, so can you give me permission? I will win. Tell your presidential aspirants who are sending you, they should pray I don't come out. If I come out, I will win them. So it is not for anybody to tell me sorry. I know that it's been so. That's why he has the effrontery to refer to this is what they do. The certain governors met and agreed on a policy. And this same gentleman was in that meeting. We agreed on something about cattle grazing. He went to the villa and came out from the villa and was going and said he's not part of that. That how do we implement it? Shameless. Shameless. You agree something with your people. The next minute you go out and go and see the villa. And you come down to address the press. Gentlemen, I will never betray my people. When once we decide on something, I stand by it. He thought he was saying something, not that he's exposing himself to the world. Really? Is that people can be ungrateful in life? They were talking about the deputy governor. He had admitted, yes, that the deputy governor was right to threaten the party. After all, I threatened the party. If I threaten the party, I'm a full and financial member of the party. But you as a tenant, how can you threaten a party? You were governor, PDP won 2 senatorial seats while you were governor. You were governor, PDP won 4 House of Reps. I'm governor here. APC does not have 1 seat. Even Obaseki, when he was in APC, I smoked them out of Rivers. So it is not a question of telling me, oh, I have resources. I thank Almighty God who made sure I come from River State. I thank God. And I'm deploying the resources for the development and betterment of my people. People come to Port Harcourt, they say they can't recognize Port Harcourt, is it not? Let people go to Benin and say whether they cannot recognize Benin. It has been the same. Go to their GRA, you won't believe it. Show performance. Show performance, show working. Thank you very much.
We can show them, show them.
So it is not what Obaseki and his cohorts think that they can say. They did it here. There were those who were backing the former national chairman, trying to destroy my state. And I said, what you will see, you can't carry it. And we River State taught them a lesson. So, if you like, which we know, you will always do, as somebody whose DNA is betrayal and ungratefulness. Nigerians have seen you. Nigerians, somebody said, we will see, we will know this kind of thing. He said, I'm looking for structure for governorship. You are looking for structure for what? He said, I'm looking for structure for presidential. You are looking for structure for what? What are you looking for structure for? I don't abandon people. Who made it possible for me to be governor? I cannot betray them. If I want to run for president, Obaseki, Melembe, time will come. You will know politicians are politicians. It's not to wear coat. I wear suit. I don't wear coat.
I see they pay them. He they see with us. I see they see with us.
You know, every time they're angry, seeing what we are doing. The same man was complaining. Oh, every time they are bringing people outside to commission projects. That is no project, it is his people. When you are going to bring a national chairman, if that APC crisis, he invited the APC chairman to come and commission Obaseki. Defect, and we'll shave your head. Defect. Defect, Obaseki, defect now. I mean, you can't. You cannot. River State is not that kind of state you can come and talk to. You cannot. You don't have what it takes. I hear they say you are in-law. I don't know. It's Abia that was telling me this morning that you are in-law. I said it's unfortunate. People will go and marry somebody who's a betrayer. It's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I challenge you, tell me whom I have betrayed. Who put me in office and I've betrayed him? Mention one. I've been in this party as local government chairman. I've been in this party as chief of staff. I've been in this party as a minister. I'm in this party as a governor. Also, Obaseki, don't fear, and come to the ring and run for president. Don't be going corner. But remember, it has started. It has started. By the time I'll make you to machete, you will know where you are. Since you are ready for the war, don't backslide. Stay there. So that's how it is. So I'm sorry, I have to say it. When I read it, on advertorial newspaper. I won't talk because most of our rural people don't read newspaper. I will say it on television. And he said, well, he should hear me. If he doesn't hear me, anything that happens to him is his business. He must hear me. Be prepared. River State, we have fought wars. When he was in APC with the federal government, we defeated them. So nobody can there. Your jealousness will not help you. Your envy will not help you. I'm proud that my people are happy. Somebody said he registered 500-something thousand people in Edo as PDP members. The total votes of APC and PDP in the last election didn't get up to 500,000. But you are registering PDP alone, 500-something thousand. You want to be like an Anambra? Where APC declared 1 million votes as their members. And then what was the result? I did electronic register. Who told you that? You want to use it to franchise other people. It will not work. It will not work. I'm a deputy governor, well read. I don't have certificate issues, whether either you service or whether you did this one that make you to jump to the other. I don't have that problem. I went to the University of Port Harcourt. I went to River State University. You will not see anybody say, oh, this happened and that didn't happen. No, and I went to law school. So I'm not afraid of anybody. But what I want to say is that you have a right to choose whom you want to choose. But all I know, I think PDP will prefer River State. In terms of everything, voting strength, capacity to deliver, whatever. Everybody knows who the contractors are doing major jobs in River State. Obaseki, publish the contractors that are doing your jobs. Publish them. I can publish mine now. Jonas Berger is there. Lubrix is there. CCECC is there. Cetraco is there. You mention one. Mention the contractors. This school is built by an indigenous of this community. An indigenous of this community is empowered. I have helped the community, and the indigenous has also been mention those in your state that you have empowered. Mention. So it is not easy to come and say PDP will win in 20 by you. What is the work you have done to make sure that PDP will win? He says so now because APC has crisis. Let him threaten again now that there's an alternative. Go. From Frampine to Wike. Go. Not only will we give you stress, but we'll also make sure that you don't sit there. So, let nobody bother himself. Let nobody bother himself about the lanterns. Envious people. Envious people. I cannot see how you can be a governor. You are looking for party structure. It shows you don't have the capacity. Who are the ward chairmen? Who are the ward secretaries? Who are the party chairmen in the local government that will not come to the governor? And you are looking for harmonization. Harmonize what? Harmonize what? Did we harmonize the governor and deputy governor? Even when you are coming, why didn't you give the PDP people deputy governor? Why don't you harmonize it? They want to harmonize party structure that people have suffered. Election conducted and everything. After 1-2 years, you now want them to dissolve that structure and harmonize because you are the leader of the party. Who is fighting about leadership of the party? Show you're a leader. Show you're a leader. It's not by mouth. Leadership is not by mouth. It's by action. I can say authoritatively, I challenge Obaseki, come and cause crisis in rivers as you see I'm causing in Edo. Come and put your hand. If I were him, since Wike is one causing crisis, you to come and cause crisis in my state. You will know who is who. You know who is
Wike de come, Wike de come. Yes, the Wike de come. You don't go kiri, you don't go kiri, you go kiri, yo.
So, I cannot, not one, can intimidate me. I challenge them. There's no friend that have not come to me to plead with me to back them. When I say no, they go back and say this Wike is trying to over-influence the party. But when it is to work, nobody talks about over-influencing the party. So, you have started what you cannot finish. I am a capacity governor. I'm a governor that knows his onions than what is salt. So, if I have resources, it's to the glory of God. And it's part of the resources that was deployed to you. If you know that you are not happy, return the resources. Return it. Let us see whom you are. Return it. So, the issue of you have resources, neither here nor there. How can somebody who just came to PDP in 2020, me that have been here since 1999, all of them, it is now he knew that PDP is the party that won the election. When he was fighting our party, he never knew. He's one of those who brought this government in. And he's now condemning the government of evil. You are part of the evil. You cannot run away from the evil. And we will not allow evil people to take over our party. So, time is coming. Calm down. Go and wear what will not give you heat. Read this coat. Go and wear a set suit. So there will be no much heat here, but the heat will come. I have put you on notice that you receive more heat. Don't say I didn't tell you. I hereby put you on notice. You receive more heat. And that's why so it's a total case of honor. You've been leading life in this party. I invite those who know what it takes to provide basic infrastructure. I don't invite people who would always be talking to their people about the memorandum of understanding. No. The understanding people that see, understand, is governance, feeling and touching. Feeling and touching. So, if you know you have done your own, go and invite everybody to come and commission your projects. And let them know who is the contractor too. Let them know who is the contractor. So I'm not, if you like, gang up as much as people did it. But he didn't win. He misled my brother. Where is he today? So, to say, I don't want PDP. I have more stake in PDP because anything can happen to you now, you run. Because of party structure, you run. I didn't come with party structure. I never came with party structure. But I fought a sitting governor and took the structure. I fought a sitting governor and took the structure.
I begin my
So you should know what to do. If you cannot take over the control of the party by bringing them to yourself, then how can you say you can govern a state? Can you imagine? You can't go in chairman of local government. You can't the chairman. What are we doing to go to national? Please help me dissolve them. Dissolve who? You have brought this blood of illegality, the APC, to our party. It will not work. And that is the mayhem now in the APC. This blood you have, you cannot succeed. Everybody knows you are a spy. And I've told the party before now, they should watch you that you are a spy. Mention where I have met them. Mention where I've gone to the presidency to go and beg anything. I won't go. I will not go. So, my dear people, don't worry yourself. I have the capacity to smoke all this out. So don't worry yourself. So, we are here. And I thank the Omama community. Some people say, look, don't say too much. Be presidential. Am I a president? Am I a president? If you challenge me, I will challenge you back. If you quack me, if you push me, he may do very well. He may do very well. That's what he do for me. I do for you. As I was saying, anything for us. Has he done anything for us? Now that he said he will quack us, let me see who's brief. Let me see. You have touched where you're supposed not to touch. And you will get what you can get for.